Hello adventurer and welcome to Quiz Zone, where we challenge your knowledge. In this video, we'll be showing you a single screenshot from various movies, and it's up to you to guess the correct name of the film. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and get ready to have some fun. And let's see how many movies you can guess correctly. Alright, let's begin with our first question. This movie was based on a novel of the same name, set in 2035. Can you guess what it is? Is it Gravity, The Martian, or Life on Mars? The correct answer is The Martian. A crew of astronauts to believe one of the crew members is dead and that they're in the danger of being next. They cut the mission short and left. Unfortunately, the crew member they left behind was not deceased as they had assumed. In the second one, Andrew Garfield plays the role of a teenager with a big secret in this movie. What is it? Amazing Spider-Man 2, Never Let Me Go, or Social Network? Andrew Garfield plays a Spider-Man in this movie. Being a teenager is hard. Being a teenager with secret powers that you use to fight crime is even more challenging. It's difficult for Andrew Garfield's character in this movie to navigate day-to-day life as an ordinary high school student. Another sci-fi masterpiece here. Can you guess what movie this is? Is it Interstellar, Tenet, or Gravity? Directed by Christopher Nolan, Interstellar is a sci-fi movie that takes us on a thrilling space journey with a team of astronauts led by Matthew McConaughey's character, Cooper. This movie left viewers questioning everything. What movie was it? Was it Inception, Shutter Island, or The Revenant? Inception is a mind-bending sci-fi thriller directed by Christopher Nolan, where a team of specialists is hired to enter someone's dreams to plant an idea in their mind. Before the remake of it, the Stephen King adaptation was terrifying moviegoers. What movie is it? Was it Carrie, The Shining, or Christine? The Shining is a psychological horror film directed by Stanley Kubrick. A writer and his family are isolated in a small hotel for winter, leading to terrifying supernatural occurrences. In this movie, the main character says she must learn to communicate with aliens. Arrival, Alien vs. Predator, or Passengers? Arrival is the answer, a science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve, where the military hires a linguistics professor to communicate with extraterrestrial visitors who have landed on Earth. The main character in this horror film has a good reason to feel like someone is following her. What movie is this? Was it Sinister, It Follows, or Don't Breathe? The answer is It Follows, a horror film directed by David Robert Mitchell, where a young woman becomes the target of a supernatural entity passed on through sexual encounters. The missing persons case in this movie is not what it seems. What movie is it? The Girl on the Train, Gone Girl, or Come and Find Me? Gone Girl is the correct answer, a psychological thriller directed by David Fincher, where a man becomes the prime suspect in his wife's disappearance and unravels a complex web of lies and deceit. This movie follows the days in the White House after the JFK assassination. What movie is this? Jacqueline, The Kennedys, or Jackie? Jackie, a biographical drama film directed by Pablo Larraín, where Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis is interviewed following her husband's assassination, President John F. Kennedy. A kidnapping victim raises a child in the confines of a small shed. What movie is this? Is it Room, Jack, or Mother? The correct movie is Room. The main character is a kidnapping victim who was abducted 7 years before the start of the film. She and her son live alone in a shed on the kidnapper's property, and she teaches him that the only things that exist in the world are in their shed. Unlike other movies, the main character in this book doesn't want to be famous anymore. What movie is she from? Is she from Heathers, Stacy's, or Jawbreaker? Heathers has been placed on Entertainment Weekly's list of the 50 best high school movies and Empire's list of the 500 greatest movies of all time. With good reason. This movie is a classic that many people regard as one of the best movies of the 80s. This horror movie made all of its viewers feel ecstatic for a long time. What movie is it? The Ring, The Grudge, or Insidious? The Ring is the correct answer, a horror film directed by Gore Verbinski, where a journalist investigates a mysterious videotape that causes anyone who watches it to die in 7 days. Before we move on to the following screenshot, remember to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the challenge so far. On to the next question. What is the name of this movie? Birdman, La La Land, or The Avengers? And the correct answer is Birdman. This 2014 film, directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu, follows a former superhero actor named Regan Thompson as he attempts to revive his career by staging a Broadway play. This movie shows that kids' books can be pretty scary. What movie is it? The Boy, Burn After Reading, or The Babadook? The Babadook is the correct answer. This 2014 Australian horror film directed by Jennifer Kent follows a single mother named Amelia and her young son as they are haunted by a mysterious creature. Now guess this movie. It's a bit hard this time. Gran Torino, Casablanca, or Children of Heaven? The original authors of Casablanca signed away the rights for the then record sum of $20,000. Warner Brothers later gave the pair of writers, Murray Burnett and John Ellison, $100,000 apiece and the right to produce the original play. Name this Ron Howard film about a mathematical genius. A Beautiful Mind, The Hunt, or Bicycle Thieves? In A Beautiful Mind, the equations that we see on the classroom chalkboards are actual equations that real-life John Nash wrote. After John Nash visited the set, Russell Crowe said he was fascinated by how John moved his hands, so he tried to do the same thing in the movie. He thought it helped him to better get into character. Alright, on to the next one. Identify this film set in Las Vegas. Casino, Gone with the Wind, or Requiem for a Dream? The answer you're looking for is Casino. This movie is based on the career of casino boss Frank "Lefty" Rosenthal, who Robert De Niro portrays. On to the next one. Name the Scorsese-directed crime drama. Is it Goodfellas, On the Waterfront, or Big Fish? The real-life Henry Hill from the movie Goodfellas and famous F4 camp was mostly improvised. The script only called for the word to be used 70 times, but much of the dialogue was improvised during shooting. Let's make it a bit harder. Guess this movie. Is it Gone Girl, The Social Network, or 12 Years a Slave? And the Social Network, Justin Timberlake, who plays Sean Parker, was the only actor who was able to meet his real-life character. Not a single Facebook employee, including the founders, was involved in making this movie. Now here is a masterpiece. Tell us the name of this royal film: A Beautiful Mind, Big Fish, or The King's Speech? The actual speech given by the king in the film is only 2/3 the length of the original. The original speech was 407 words. The movie version only has 269. 4 sentences of the speech were deleted and 4 sentences were shortened. Let's make it scary. What movie was this creepy balloon from? Is it from The Last Circus, Gassy, or It? The correct answer is It. Between the downright horrifying clown sightings that plunged the United States in 2016, the terrifying vintage McDonald's ads featuring their mascot being less than friendly, people have plenty of sources for their coulrophobia. On to the next shot here. Do you know which famous movie this is? Is it Pearl Harbor, Titanic, or The Notebook? Titanic is a classic romantic drama that follows the tragic story of Jack and Rose, 2 young lovers from different social classes who meet and fall in love aboard the ill-fated ship Titanic. The movie is known for its stunning special effects and emotional performances by Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Now let's make it a bit harder and more action. Name this one. Is it The Dark Knight, Joker, or Batman Begins? The Dark Knight is a superhero movie that delves into the psyche of Batman and his arch-nemesis, the Joker, played by Heath Ledger. The film is known for its dark tone, complex characters, and intense action sequences. Getting closer to the end, name this James Cameron movie. Is it Aliens, The Terminator, or Avatar? Avatar is a sci-fi movie set on the lush planet of Pandora, where humans are trying to mine a valuable mineral. The story follows a disabled former Marine, Jake Sully, who is given a chance to operate an avatar. And here we have our last shot. Can you name which movie it is from? Is it from True Lies, Aliens, or Jurassic World? Jurassic World is a sci-fi adventure movie that takes place on the island of Isla Nublar, where a new theme park featuring genetically engineered dinosaurs has been built.